Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Turning mine on too.
Oh.
Oh, he is turning his on. Okay.
Ah. What a terrible day to have eyes.
Stop the recording after this.
There you go.
Oh, damn! I missed
Again.
the titties. Oh, I saw some cheek.
Ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
One cheek isn't enough, baby girl.
We'll make sure that this bit especially is included on YouTube. It might be the thumbnail.
So, all of you are in Lower Tagdry. You're in a little town called Waystop, which is a halfling-run town, which is essentially just a collection of small shops and pubs for wayfarers coming through. It has a very small settled population because most of the people there are vagabonds and wanderers like yourselves. But there is a very popular establishment that these two have come to this town to find called Buster's Beef and Brew.
Oh.
For gambling.
I'm going to do what we do best and let Joseph describe the building.
Buster's Beef and Brew is a very interesting place, especially given the size of this town. It is easily the largest building in town by half again. It has 2 stories with wraparound porches. The outside is painted a vibrant yellow, and the sign out front says Buster's Beef and Brew, and its emblem is a gold-painted cow. From the inside, you can hear all sorts of raucous cheering and carousing and other noise. There's a strong scent of smoke in the air. It has 2 sets of double saloon doors on the front, which is especially unusual, but allows those who pass by to see in that there are plenty and plenty of patrons and plenty of gaming tables to be had. Going inside, it's hardwood everywhere with brass fittings and an air of, let's say, kind of low-class luxury. Yeah, it's exactly the kind of place people like us want to be.
This place is owned and run. You can see them either running the bar or going back and forth by a halfling and gnome couple, Buster Burnberry and Finneldorf von Leyberg.
Oh, Lord.
And this is just a place full of visitors. You walk in, and you immediately, even before you enter the doors, you hear the sound of a hurdy-gurdy playing.
Oh, nice.
There is a big table in the middle where almost all of the patrons that are currently there are gathered. Sitting at the table is a short-haired male drow, a long-haired male Lemurian, a halfling bard playing the hurdy-gurdy, a female glacier dwarf, and a 6-foot otter.
Out of character real quick. Trevor, we just ran into another adventuring party. Back in character.
That's what it looks like.
They see you guys walk in.
I'm a wild elf barbarian. I'm about 6'3", absolutely ripped. I've got a silver helmet on, nothing on my chest, straight bare chest, bracers, loincloth, and probably barefooted. Extremely ripped. Probably looking for. I'm not gonna say looking for trouble, but he just looks like trouble.
So my character is a dwarf female. She's about in dwarf, from dwarf to human, about 28 years old, maybe 30. This is her first time out, so she's still kind of naive. She has a pretty tan complexion, and she's dressed in adventuring clothes, basically. Tall, tan boots, tan pants, and a tan jacket. But over all of that is a really nice looking dwarf work breastplate. I've got an adventuring pack with me, and my warg Thundermaw carries that. He is pretty much equally as tall as me.
And Trevor's character also has an animal companion.
He does.
Yeah.
He's
Nice.
not an animal. He's a human named Donnie.
You mean donkey?
Yeah. We treat him like a pack mule, but he's slowly getting better.
Donnie is a good boy.
Well,
He's he's probably not too tall. I would say he's probably 5'7" max. Blonde hair, younger guy. Probably like him. First time he's really left his hometown. He probably looks out of place, but he's always on my arm.
Both your characters see these three walk in, and as Owen, Nora elbows you, says, "We need 3 more heads for a full game of Dragon's Plight."
Hmm. Well, I just want to point out they'd probably smell his popcorny smell. It's signature. Like it would. His popcorn musk would smell the room and hit them immediately. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely different. Well, Owen, I mean, he's hard not to see. He's a big, fuck off, otter guy, and he's got a wizard staff. He's not holding it. He's sitting. It's just like, placed against the table. And he himself has a long emerald green, like silk, shiny druid cloak, and it has gold lace kind of adornments. Other than that, he looks like a beaver. As for Mungo, he's a halfling, and he has, flowing medium, kind of greasy brown hair, and he has since recently grown a very weird-looking mustache because he can't grow one very well, so it kind of looks really creepy. Yeah, he's Jack Black on like a fucking Hobbit Bilbo.
Yeah.
In fact, I did a Photoshop one time, and it was actually pretty funny. And he's playing his hurdy-gurdy. He has a silk kind of lavender colored, like a light purple silk blouse. Not a blouse, but like a pirate shirt, with like big, thick, flowing, cuffed, and just regular leather pants. And he's sitting and drinking, usually. And but he's playing the hurdy-gurdy and kind of humming when they come in. He notices them, but he doesn't stop what he's doing. Owen definitely looks and kind of turns around and looks at them. Because and it's kind of creepy because he's a giant otter. And he's magical too. Yeah, that's how he reacts. That's how they react, or that's what they see.
So, what does Lou have to say?
Lou?
The Nocti sitting there, who is traveling with the giant otter and the glacier dwarf.
Oh, look. If my eyes do not deceive me, those are people who are wandering somewhere and not just sitting about fapping. They look interesting. I do agree we should ask them for a game. After all, people like them usually have a spare coin or two rattling around.
We'll just say you are talking to me, since I'm the one who brought up the Dragon's Plate game earlier.
Of course. You make a good point.
Let's get them over here so we can play.
Hello, new friends.
Perhaps we can barter some fish off of them. That's Owen saying that.
no, if anybody's bartering fish, it's going to be me off you.
He just likes it a lot, man.
The stinkier it is, the better, too.
No, the more rocky
Owen likes
it
it
looks.
stinky, the fish.
The more rocky it looks, the better.
Sunder is shaking her head at this again. You two, Sunder says, are going to get along. This man wants one particular fish.
You like to gamble?
It depends. What are we gambling, Mungo?
What do you want to gamble?
Money?
I'm good for money.
Money works.
Or perhaps
Money.
A pipeweed of some kind? Or perhaps some wine or aged spirits?
Sunder says, I have you. I have all the way from... What is the name of my continent again, Alex?
New Voronor.
Thank you. I will.
Write it down.
All the way from New Voronor, Sunder says, and she pulls off of her warg a little keg. I still have a little dwarven liquor from New Voronor. And also 2 bags of Worksbane from that same continent. I wouldn't mind sharing or gambling with my gold or goods.
It sounds excellent, actually. Wait, what is this Orcsbane? Is this pipe herb I've not heard of, or is this a spirit?
It is Worksbane. W-O-R-K. Worksbane. It is a pipeweed indeed. A very potent herb.
All
the
right.
best halfling grown, in fact.
You can ask Donnie.
Nope.
The best Talarian halfling grown pipeweed.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I would very much like to partake, should I happen to acquire some.
Ravier turns to you, Mungo. We've had Worksbane before, bro. It was just mixed in with all that other stuff that I brought.
Everybody knows elves like a good salad, right?
You?
Hey.
You would know.
Yeah, but I'm Lemurian, so I like a good chowder.
Stinky chowder?
The stinkier, the better. He yells across the table. Right, Owen?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't smell like a foot, I won't touch it.
See, that's one thing that fish and herbs have in common. If you can smell them across the room, it's good shit.
You are indeed right. There's so many soft palates out here outside of Nocti lands. No one really appreciates a bit of stringency.
I still miss from my homeland a good pine cone soup. Shame they don't serve that here. That's a delicacy of Owen's people called pine cone soup.
I look at Sunder looks directly at my elf companion Arden and puts an arm around his waist, saying, "So, do you know anything about pine cone soup then?"
Fuck no. Fuck no.
I know about.
It's delicious.
It doesn't sound delicious.
I look at the otter. That is to say, Sunder looks at the otter who's talking about his pine cone soup and says, "If my tree-dwelling elf friend here doesn't eat the pine cones, I think I'm going to give that one a pass."
Carnivore.
They don't want to tell you this, but the pine cones are free. You can just pick them up. They're on the ground.
That's probably why most people don't.
Well, that's probably why they haven't tasted it.
Fair.
Fair indeed.
Let's get to drinking
and gambling.
You know, some good river water. You know, cook it low and slow, so it's tender, juicy.
I know how to raid. I don't know how to cook.
If you can read, you can cook.
Not die. He can't read.
The funny thing about that.
Yeah.
You can't read, huh?
No.
I guess every elf can't be wise and studied. That was Mungo who said
Did you
that.
know you can actually kill a book? I watched him do it. You'd think that they didn't actually have life in their frames, but this one, somehow when he was done ripping it asunder, I knew it was dead.
I'm good at killing things. Really good.
It's a total lie, but I believe it too.
Well, I'm particularly not good at killing things, Mungo says. But I can gamble.
Okay.
I gamble.
I can play the hurdy-gurdy.
You know what? I go ahead and settle myself down amongst
Yeah,
them
I sit down.
and bring my mud over, and I make sure that Thunder Maw gets some food and some water before I really get settled in.
I make sure Donnie's sitting down too. We make sure Donnie's got a spot.
Does he get a chair or a cushion?
Does he get some shade and some food and waters? Yeah, he can watch in the garden.
You're right. He can order his own.
No,
He has his own money.
We're not doing Donnie like that. Donnie's coming over.
Good.
If Donnie's not welcome, I'm not welcome.
No, we need the blonde one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We need 10 heads for the Popa game.
It's because you're going to use his money if you run out.
It could go one or two ways.
I said that in character, just as we're walking over.
Like I said, it can go one or two
So-
ways.
So, fellas, in character, who here do you think has played Dragon's Plight before in character?
Not
Mungo.
dwarf.
Mungo has
I
played.
believe Mungo.
No.
I believe that.
I think I've played several drinking games. I don't think Dragon's Plight was amongst them.
All right, so I guess it's just Mungo and Nora who are crazy enough, which I buy that.
We don't get it. We don't know what we're getting into.
Mungo
This is
likes
gonna
a
be great.
party.
The Halfling Bard and the Glacier Dwarf know what's up, but the rest of you are about to have a fun time.
I start drinking the keg that's strapped to my chest because I'm thirsty.
You know what?
And I don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do otter people have alcohol resistance?
Not particularly.
Okay. Wondering if it'd be like a legless thing where like he drinks and it like does nothing. But I'm fine either way.
If you want it to be, we can make that a thing.
I think that would be kind of funny.
Okay.
That's okay because I'm lighting a pipes full of worksbane right as we speak, and I don't mind passing it around. Put
Beautiful.
the tonic first.
When Owen sees him passing the pipe around, he pulls out his pipe that he had so desperately acquired with his friend, and it's a glass piece, and he shows it to
Thunder
Sunder.
Gorge.
I acquired this after much negotiation, and he shows it to her. It's a beautiful long glass
Mhm.
tube piece, and it has a blue sea dragon kind of on top of it and around the bowl. Khoisani.
This is a lovely piece, and I pass you my already filled smoking piece and offer it to you. My piece is a much simpler but really well made halfling briar pipe.
Mungo definitely can tell. He's seen that kind of thing. That the halfling halfling pipe engineering.
It might not look. Of course, they make some very fancy, very nice pieces, but you can't go wrong. I say in character with a basic halfling-made pipe.
Fair
It'll
enough.
last you a lifetime. I offer you to take a hit of what's in there.
Perfect. Owen takes the pipe and he takes a nice big hit. Beautiful. Mungo kind of sits up and he pulls something out of his pockets. It's a pipe weed of some kind, and he offers it to fill Owen's pipe so we can get two pipes going, so to speak. You know,
Nice.
More pipes the
get that
better.
rotating.
This is a big table.
Yeah.
Ravier starts elbowing you in the shoulder because of the size difference and says, "Pass that shit my way. What the fuck?"
It will come, Ravier. Patience, my friend. Patience. There's enough to go around for all.
The tides bring in all things, even knowledge.
Yes. If only we had some seaweed wraps. Could roll a large, particularly thick, delicious, rolled.
I'll show you something particularly large and delicious.
I'm sure you'd
As
like
long as
that.
it's wrapped.
I see some chicks with their titties wrapped in seaweed. back
Oh.
home.
Really?
Oh no, dude, bro, I never told you. Back at home, they don't wear shit. We don't get all weird about it, but if you spend enough time away from Lemuria and then like go back, like you'll just have a boner the whole time. It's really awkward.
You know, you should come to Godragon. We have a very similar culture.
Really?
Yes, indeed. I didn't know Lemuria was like that, though.
I mean, you gotta blow off some steam sometimes, otherwise it's just endless towers of books and studying and extraplanar wandering and...
Yes, and who can manage that past the age of 4 or 5?
Who can manage that with their balls squished all up in their shit, you know?
Right. Sometimes you have to burst into a cavern, meet Spin, and start the party. Speaking of, someone pass me a drink.
Skara, the drow, will pass you a decanter of red wine.
Lovely.
Someone called Thomas. You could say something to him because you're into drow chicks.
It's a
Yeah.
dude, though.
Yeah, you could
But he
ask
might
him
know
about
drow
drow chicks.
chicks.
Where are the drow chicks?
The females of my people are oft known for their violent sexual ways and disregard for the possessions of others.
Me too.
That sounds
You
hot.
know?
Mungo's like, that sounds hot.
He
Sign me
gets
up.
it.
You know, there's a legend that the people talk of. Big titty goth girlfriend. Ever since I heard that song as a kid, a hobbit child, I've ever strived to meet the mystique, the mysterious, the legend.
The boobs, the tits, the legends.
You two will have a lot in common, Sunder says.
Seems like it.
Yes.
They also got that dumpy.
Dumpy.
I look at Skara as Sunder and I say, they have more respectable appetites. Why are you afraid of your own women?
It's not why I am afraid of my own women. That part should be self-explanatory. Number one, they can't tell the difference between sex and violence. Number two, they're all mightily powerful pirate captains. Not all of them, I'm exaggerating, of course, but that's why I went off to the Heroes Guild. So I could have some respect as a man in this oppressive world.
Feels like I start to say something and I stop.
About to call him an incel?
I was gonna say
I'm
something.
laughing my ass off and
stop.
patting you on the back.
Because I'm starting to feel bad for him. Just drink.
Well, he has a
I'll
personality
drink
now.
to that.
I'll drink to
Well, he has
that.
a personality now.
I'm sorry.
I'll drink to that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
I'm sorry you had it so rough.
Yeah, this sounds terrible.
Beware the big titty goth GF.
No.
I just want to add this. It's completely random, but Owen is drinking a girly drink out of like a coconut, like a straw.
I just
So
thought that's
is
a nice
Donnie.
image.
Donnie's drinking a mango screwdriver again.
Yeah.
But not out of a coconut.
No.
But he thinks
It's not much better, though.
he thinks that's pretty swaggy though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's into it. Alright, so gambling.
Yeah, what is Dragon's Plight and how do you play it?
Lou, you explain, Dragon. Lou would be the best
Yeah.
one.
So, Dragon's Plight is a game of daring do and disturbing drunkenness for dastardly, well,
You see my ears perk up.
anyway, what you do is you take the deck, you deal out the cards, and then to play, blah 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 blah. And then whoever has certain cards plays them, And those certain cards have a certain amount
Trevor-
of drinks.
Trevor remembers because he was traumatized.
I've played it one
Yeah.
time. I don't ever want to play it
Yeah.
again.
And then those certain cards have certain drinks and certain effects that come with them. Some counter, some double, some do other dastardly things.
Arden's getting highly excited.
So, imagine that you play the red dragon and I have the green dragon. You think you might make me drink too, but the green dragon, he turns it back on you and doubles it.
That sounds good to
Next
me.
thing you know is fall. And that is how you play Dragon's Plight. And the last one standing is the winner. And also pays.
Nora interrupts you. The last one conscious is the winner. Important distinction.
And also pays.
There's no
But yes,
winners, though. Not the next day.
Yeah.
Everybody's a loser the next day.
But everyone is a winner the day after,
Yes.
when we all laugh about it.
There you go.
Yes. So,
How does Donnie feel about
You tell me, you're kind of playing it now.
I think he's going to be on the fence about how drunk he's going to be. He's just going to play it by ear and see how this goes.
All right.
That twink's gonna pass out. That's drinking that much.
I'm assuming that was Mungo.
Yeah, Mungo says that about Donnie.
Yeah.
Tells him a twink straight away.
I let it slide.
so you know.
How did Donnie take it? Is it me? I'll play Donnie.
Yeah,
You're
you're playing Donnie
Donnie.
now.
Donnie's airheaded. Donnie, it flew right over his head.
Also, so you know, says Lou, it is heavily frowned upon to quit Dragon's Plight.
I'm no quitter. Donnie gets wide-eyed, though.
Nora's looking, the Glacier Dwarf chick is looking you up and down. Like, oh, I like this.
Understand, it is honorable to pass out,
While they're talking, I'm just slightly flexing.
and it is very dishonorable to walk away. Also, those who walk away pay double.
I just put my hand on Donnie's shoulder and tell him, we're going to be okay, bud.
Also, if you walk away, you cannot win the pot. That should be self-explanatory because you quit the game, but obviously your money stays.
It's fine by me.
So, shall we?
We shall.
You don't have to, because
Yeah, but me and Trevor do, because...
Yeah. So we
You're a liar, Jack Sparrow.
Okay, I can show it for the video.
yeah, I know this video.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, El Gato. Nice.
Hi, kids. Don't do drugs. Hardcore drugs.
Hi, kids.
Don't do Magic the Gathering.
I'm Joan Cusack, and this is Melissa Joan Hart. And we're here to talk to you about the dangers of teen pregnancy.
You could have a baby.
You could fill up too many dumpsters,
With babies.
and they stop picking those up after a while.
I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this jackass.
Get a job, you cankerous whore.
Oh. Get out of here. I feel like this is the
This is what editing is for.